Hello friends, welcome to Lok Satta Yashasvi Bhava. I'm Neeta Gupte. It's good to see you once again. As you have already read an article based on unit number 5, here I'm going to give you some important points of the lessons from that unit. First, unit 5.2, food and stress. Friend, this is an informative lesson which shows us a close relation between food and stress. The type of food we eat has an immediate and long-lasting effect on our body, mind and spirit. This lesson tells us or gives us the list of do's and don'ts about what type of food we should eat, how it should be eaten and how it should be served. It also advises us to develop some good eating habits. Friends, will revise this. This is an informative lesson, shows a close relation between food and stress. Food has immediate and long-lasting effect on body, mind and spirit. In short, we can say that we should always eat fresh and vegetarian food at a proper meal time with a prayer and in a positive state of mind. Friends, to avoid stress, we shouldn't eat stale or leftover food, a food with excessive condiments, salt, too much of sugar, fried food and chilies. Friends, to avoid stress, you shouldn't eat stale or leftover food, a food with excessive condiments, salt, too much of sugar, then fried food, chilies. You should never have discussion with food. Friends, to make the lesson simple, I have divided the lesson into 5 parts. Now we are going to see the first part, that is food good for health. Which food is good for your health? First is that fresh vegetarian food is always good for your health. Then simple meal with 1 or 2 food items. Third is 1 type of fruit in the morning. And the fourth is drink water an hour or so before or after meals. Now the second part is food which should be avoided, which will cause us stress. First, stale or leftover food. Second, food with too much use of condiments. Third is piping hot tea, milk or food. Too many lavish dishes in a meal. Eating fruits with meal. And the last one is excessive salt, too much of sugar, fried food and chilies. Now this lesson also teaches us to develop certain good eating habits. They are as follows. Eat food at a proper meal time. Skip odd hours meal. Eat when you are really hungry. See, if you had your snacks at around about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, don't eat at 9 o'clock. Don't have your dinner at 9 o'clock. Eat a little less than your full stomach capacity. Avoid eating in a hurry or in anger or in negative state of mind. Avoid eating at lunch dinner meetings because this may lead to heated arguments, and because of the heated arguments you will have digestive problems. Don't find faults with food. Fast once a week, and the last one is enjoy each morsel of food with a peaceful state of mind. Now the third part from this lesson is things that create stress. First, stale or leftover food. Second, drinking too hot tea or milk as it affects our calm attitude. Third is eating excessive salt, too much of sugar, fried food and chilies. Then comes eating food at odd hours, eating in a hurry or in anger and negative state of mind, food mixed up with discussion. You should never mix up your food with discussion. You should always eat food in a peaceful state of mind. The last part is how food should be served. With love and affection. You must serve the food with love and affection. Then with a prayer that energizes the food. And lastly, with clean and presentable manner. I'm sure, my dear friends, all these points are going to be very useful for you in preparing your A, B and E type of questions. Now I'm going to take one E type of question, that is, what is a balanced diet? Friends, a diet which is rich in proteins, vitamins, minerals, iron and calcium. It consists of vegetables, pulses, beans, meat, eggs and fish, all in moderation. Along with such type of diet, we should also eat one fruit in the morning. And lastly, we should drink plenty of water throughout the day. If you will follow such type of diet, your life will be very healthy. Now friends, in this lesson, there are some words which are related to health, and you may get such type of question for C type. We'll see the words. The words related to health, they are stress, human body, digestive secretions, stomach, diet and digestive system. So friends, before doing this lesson, go through all the points and you will be able to solve all your questions based on this lesson. Are you ready for the next lesson? The next lesson is 5.3, importance of vegetables. Friends, this is also an informative lesson. It tells us the importance of vegetables for the maintenance of health and prevention of disease. As we all know, vegetables are protective food. They are full of proteins, vitamins, carbohydrates, calcium and iron. These elements not only build up but also heal our body. This lesson tells us or gives us hints of cooking vegetables in order to maintain their nutrient elements. It also warns us about the danger of cooking vegetables in aluminium utensils. Now, again I remind you, again I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you all the important points which will be useful for you in solving any passage based on this lesson. Okay, so we'll start. I repeat, this is an informative lesson. Vegetables are important for the maintenance of health and prevention of disease. Vegetables are protective food, full of vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates, minerals and iron. All these things are essential to build up and heal our body. Now another things these vegetables do for us, they maintain the alkaline reserve naturally in our body. Next is, now a question may be come on, what type of vegetables do you like to eat? And for this, in this lesson they have given you the names of different types of vegetables with their important or valuable nutrient. Now we are going to see that. The first type of vegetable is leafy vegetables. Cabbage, spinach, cauliflower, lettuce, broccoli and coriander leaves. All these vegetables come under leafy vegetables. They contain vitamin A and C, minerals, iron, fiber, water and roughage. The next type of vegetables are fruit vegetables, tomatoes, olives, cucumber, sweet corn. They contain vitamin C, mineral, water and roughage. Now the third type of vegetables, I think most of us like this kind of vegetables. You will agree with me. Fleshy or edible root vegetables, potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrot, beetroots, tubers and legumes. They come under this type of vegetables. They are high in proteins, there are vitamin A and B in them, fiber, carbohydrates, calcium, iron and they provide energy. Next type of vegetables are beans or seeds. They are rajma, groundnuts, French beans and sesame. They contain fibers, carbohydrates, iron and proteins. Now we'll see the next part of this lesson. That is, this lesson gives us some tips to maintain nutrient values in vegetables. How we can maintain the nutrient values in vegetables. We'll see that now. Eat fresh and raw vegetables in the form of salads. If you want to have all the nutrients which is there in that vegetable, you should always eat it in the form of salads. Next, steam or boil vegetables in their own juices on a slow fire. Next, don't peel vegetables unless it is old. And don't soak vegetables for a long time. Then comes the hints for cooking vegetables. The lesson has also given us some hints for cooking vegetables. What are they? They are: cut vegetables into large pieces or cut vegetables into larger pieces. To avoid the loss of vitamin B and C, put the pieces into boiling salt water. Don't add water to spinach and other tender greens. Next is cover the utensil tightly. When you cook vegetables, you should cover the utensil tightly. And the last one, cook for a short time and serve hot. My dear friends, now we are going to see a very important question which may come under B type of question. That is, why the vegetables should not be cooked in aluminium utensils. The answer is, avoid cooking in the aluminium utensils because the powerful astringent properties of aluminiums that may injure the sensitive lining of the stomach, and it may create gastric irritation or digestive problems. So from today onwards, eat lots of vegetables and be healthy. Now we are going to start a grammar part of this lesson. We are going to learn how to frame imperative sentence. Before I begin, I want you to know that imperative sentence always begins with an action verb, and the action verb is in original form. Now imperative sentences express order, instructions, advice, request, etc. Now we'll see how to form such type of sentences. First, it begins when you are forming a positive imperative sentence. It begins with an action verb. That is, the action verb is always in original form. And if you are making an negative imperative sentence, then it begins with don't plus action verb, and the action verb is in original form. Now we'll see the formation of imperative sentence. Positive sentences, action verb. I repeat, the action verb is in original form plus the remaining sentence. For negative sentence, it begins with don't plus action verb in original form and then the remaining sentence. Now we'll try to solve some sentences from the lesson. Pay attention toward this. Vegetables should be consumed fresh as far as possible. Now in this sentence, the action verb is consumed. So the action verb is in the past form. Now imperative sentence begins with original form of action verb. So instead of consumed, what are we going to write? Consume. What you should consume? Vegetables. Consume vegetables fresh as far as possible. Now the next sentence, vegetables should not be exposed to atmospheric air. Now see, this is a negative sentence because there is should not be. So we will begin this sentence by using don't. Don't. Now what is the verb in this sentence? Exposed. The exposed in the past form. So we are going to write over here, don't expose, which is in original form. What you should not expose? Don't expose vegetables to atmospheric air. Now we'll see the third sentence. The water or cooking liquid should not be drained off. Again, this is right. This is negative sentence. So we'll begin with don't. Now the action verb here is again in past tense, drained off. So we are going to take the original form of drained off, that is drain off. So what will be our answer? Don't drain off the water or cooking liquid. Now the next sentence, soaking of vegetable should be avoided. Now here, should be avoided shows negation. But we are not going to start here as don't. Here there is one word avoided which shows negation. So what we are going to do? We are going to take this action verb in original form. Means avoided becomes avoid. Avoid. What you should avoid? Soaking of vegetables. Now we'll see the last sentence. Smoking and drinking should be prohibited. Now see, should be prohibited, but prohibited shows negation. So here, this sentence is a negative sentence. So we are going to begin the answer. Don't, what you should not do, or what is prohibited, don't smoke and drink. When I would like to tell you one more thing. If you are lucky, you will get imperative sentence of question tag. In your paper, you may get imperative sentence and you will be asked to put a question tag of it. Now remember, whether the imperative sentence is positive or negative, there is only one question tag, that is will you. So come here, will you? Don't sit there, will you? So best of luck, do your well. I'm sure you have understood the lesson 5.2 and 5.3. Study well. If you have any problem, revise it again and again. And if you have any doubts and questions, log on to www.loksatta.com or email us at yashasvibhava.